Everyone, and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there,
I'm Amanda,
I'm Sherry.
and we're the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's right, and you see I'm putting a bow on our wreath. We have got a pretty sweet Mother's Day, spring, anytime from now until summer wreath.
Yeah.
So I just happen to think this is going to be a beautiful wreath for Mother's Day, and it's just going to be so pretty. So
That's right. So welcome, those of you who are watching live. Thank you so much for joining us today.
yes,
When you hop on, just say hi. Let us know where you're watching from.
that is
If
right.
you are watching the replay, just type replay in the comments. We are so happy to have you here with us
Yes,
today.
we are. We can move that out of the way. And our
Hello,
wire.
Cindy. Welcome. Hey, Deb. We're so glad to have you with us.
Yes, we are. We hope you all are doing well.
So we are going to make a really pretty spring wreath. I love these colors.
And I can't wait to show y'all these dahlias.
Yeah, and what's great is you could use this for Easter all the way through spring.
Yes, you really could.
Hey, I'd even use it for summer, too.
Yes. Or you can give it to your mother for Mother's Day, because it is beautiful. Look at these. Are these not the most beautiful dahlias? Look at that. I fell in love with these. They are just so fluffy and pretty. And so we're going to use a bunch of these today because I just love them. And these I actually got, where did I get these? Sullivan Gifts.
Yeah,
is where,
and really any yellow dahlias.
yeah, any of
will
the
work.
yellow or pink, because we're actually got one that's kind of got a little pink tint as well. Aren't they gorgeous though?
So
I
pretty.
love these. I love dahlias anyway, but these are gorgeous.
Hey, Terry. Welcome. Hey, Barbara.
Hello.
Sunny in Oklahoma.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Sherry. So we actually already have our bows made for these, and we have
Yes.
lots of bow making tutorials, so just check out our YouTube channel. We made this with a Bow Dabber bow maker, and this is a stacked bow that we've made today.
Yeah.
So feel free to go and browse some of those bow making tutorials that we have, and I will put the link in the comments as well. So I'm first going to attach my bow at the 10 o'clock point
Yes.
on my wreath, and we are using a 14-inch grapevine wreath base for
I
this.
just realized I never did do my tails, so I'm going to trim my tails.
So I'm going to go ahead and attach this on here. And I just wrap it. I just use the wire that's on the bow and just wrap it all the way around the grapevine base.
And we do use 26 gauge floral wire to make our bows. I love this Swiss dot. That is just something that is just always so sweet to use in spring wreaths, and I just love that. And we've got two different patterns of that. So I love Swiss dot.
Let's see. Missing one of my tails. There it is.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You lost one.
All right, and so we've got some various greeneries that we're going to be
Yes.
using today, in addition to the beautiful dahlias that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We have some fern,
Isn't that pretty?
and you can usually find this anywhere, any kind of craft store, floral
Yes.
supply store, you can usually find that.
Yeah, this actually came from Michael's, but that's right. You can find it just about anywhere.
We've got some grass that has some pretty yellow accents on it that we're going to be using today.
Mhm.
And then we have these. Aren't they cute?
Aren't they pretty?
These are going to be our little blue accent flowers. We've got some of those, and then we've got some little blue straw flowers that we're going to be using also.
Yeah.
So these are going to tie in the blue, which I love blue and yellow together.
I do too. It is such a beautiful combination. Blue and yellow. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to take this fern and we're just going to get each piece off of our stem, and we are going to use this to actually green our wreath.
And this came on a really long stem, but
It
we're not going
did.
to, of course, use all of that.
No, that's why if you just you can kind of pull them apart, and they've got another stem on them, so that really is helpful. And of course the tag is stuck really well where you can't get it off well. But there
Hey,
we go.
Sue, welcome. And Stephanie, we're so glad you were able to join us live.
Yes, we are, Stephanie.
Now, I will say these are the kind of stems that I like to save.
Yes.
Because I use these to make other kind of picks with. So I always, when I get a good, sturdy stem like that, I always save it. So I just put it in my stash over here.
And now we're going to use our glue skillet. We're dipping in our glue skillet. And our first one's going to come right up here in the center. Just like that.
Oop, drop that
and,
one.
you know, she said we're using a 14-inch grapevine wreath. But this will end up being quite a bit larger than that. So it will be plenty big for like a regular, 35-inch door.
A standard size
door, yeah.
Nice and, is it 35 inches?
Is
it
it 30,
standard? I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is.
Just a door.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah, because as you see, it's going to end up being really big. So
yeah,
we're first going to make our cross.
This fern is going to really make it pretty large.
I keep trying to move this over because I know you need some room.
Well, I guess I could put this over on this side.
Well, wherever, just as long as you got room.
Got stuff everywhere.
Okay. Actually, I did that different. I'm not making my cross. I said I was, but what I want to do is I'm going to come up here first. This one we're going to do a little different since we've got our fern. We're going to do 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom first.
This is actually, this fern, like she said, it came from Michael's. It's interesting because it's almost a real touch.
It really is.
Feel.
And it was in the stem section. But as you see, one stem of it has all these pieces because all of these that we've used so far is in just the one stem. So it works out really well. And these are so nice. Like she said, they just feel so good. Put this one down at the bottom if I can get it in there. There we go.
Hey, Lindsay, we're so glad to have you on with us today.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Sherry. I am feeling pretty good. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Getting closer. Getting closer. Okay, so that one. Now, the main thing you want to make sure on your side pieces is you want to make sure, first of all, that they are shorter than your bottom piece and that these are relatively even. That is very important in this style. You want to just make sure that they are a little bit shorter, about 1 inch shorter than your top, and also even. Now we're going to put our sides in. I just want to make sure that I've got enough to do those, because you really could do it just like this, but we don't want to do that. We want to add our sides. This one keeps turning, so I have to keep turning it around. There we go.
So if you are making anything right now, any kind of wreaths or any kind of DIY projects or crafts, let us know in the comments what you're working on.
And I am curious, who is spring cleaning right now? Or do you spring clean? I'm taking the very bottom 2 off on the side because it was just too long, I felt like. So I just took the 2 bottom ones off, and I'm just going to...
Then I will do that as well.
Yeah, just add that. Because your sides don't have to be quite as long as the others. So there we go. But anyway, as I was saying, I have got my list going of stuff I need to do for spring cleaning, and that is never fun. So who else spring cleans?
And let us know what your spring cleaning entails.
What does it entail? That's right.
Because I know it's different for everybody.
It really is. And I mean, mine, I do, I'm sorry, I am not one that does like baseboards every time I vacuum and clean. I do not do that. So that is my spring cleaning, one of my spring cleaning things.
Well, I guess I got that from you because my baseboards certainly don't get
and behind furniture and all that, behind the refrigerator, you know, all those fun things that that I don't do except for once a year. So don't tell anybody. But yeah. Okay, so we've got our fern pieces. I'm just going to take a couple off here of this bush. I don't need the whole bush or the whole stem, but I'm going to take a couple because if you've watched me any length of time, you know that if I'm using it around the outside, I want to bring it in to the whole design. So I'm going to take one and put it back behind my bow at the top, aim towards the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm just taking the bottom two off, so I'll have more room. And I'm going to aim this one up towards the top, just like that. And that just kind of brings in so that you've got your fern all the way through the design. So now I think I'm going to add my little grasses, or a few of my little grasses. These are so cute.
Yeah, we've used these. These also came from Michael's. They're in the spring section at Michael's, and we've been using these a lot lately.
Yes, because I just think they just are so versatile. Now I'm going to put these right after my fern, but just
after
I mean before my fern, but just a little bit before. Just like that.
Just like in front of it.
Yeah, in front of it is what I'm trying to say. It's been a long day, folks, and with very little sleep. Because we had storms here all night, and so we're going on very little sleep around here. So sorry about that.
We had bad tornado weather.
Yes, we did.
We lost power for most of the night.
Yes, it was not a fun night, but when you live in Alabama, that's the way it is. But it sure makes for a long night, I'm telling you.
This has been the last 2 weeks. I think last week on Flower Friday we said the same thing.
I think we did. I hope that doesn't become a habit, because I'm tired of them. So anyway, these I am going to do a cross with. So I put one at the bottom, and this one I'm going to put over to the side just like this. Now we may use some more as we get on in the design, but right now this is what I'm doing. And you see that the way that it comes, the grasses are spread out all over the stem, but I don't really like that look, so I push them all the way to the very
tough though.
They are kind of hard to push, but push them up to the top as much as you can, and then that way for a wreath it just looks better like that. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got my grasses in place, so now I'm going to start putting some of my dahlias. So, and these actually came, these were stems, and they actually came with one little bud on them just like that. So I'm going to first put my little bud in right up here in the top, and I've kind of got it tucked just a little bit behind my grass, but kind of coming out from there. And it's probably about 1.5 inches or so from the top of the fern. And now I'm going to take my little dahlia. I love the way they just normally have them bent, like they're just supposed to be that way, and I just think that's so pretty.
I love dahlias. They're probably one of my favorite flowers, at least in my top 5 for sure.
Yep. And this one I'm going to put right straight in the middle. I want the little bud to look like it's kind of peeking out from behind my little dahlia. So I've got it just like that. I'm going to take another little yellow one, and I'm going to put that at the bottom.
The yellow-tipped grass came from Michael's.
It did. Yep, from Michael's.
Do you have a paper towel?
Do I have a paper towel? No, I have a piece of ribbon. Would that help?
I'm bleeding. I stabbed myself.
Uh-oh.
I stabbed myself.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have, never mind. I do have a roll of paper towels. I forgot about that, so I do have some. There you go.
This is what we've said. I know y'all have seen me do this before. We
Yeah.
we can literally say our wreaths, you know.
They have some of us in them.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Literally.
And they have a bit of us in all of them, yeah. Because believe me, by the time we use the glue and the sharp things. Now I'm just kind of bending this one down because I want it to be towards the bottom. This is one of those wreaths that is kind of holy, so it's a little bit difficult, but there we go.
The dahlias are from Sullivan Gifts.
Sullivan Gifts, but you can actually, I did see these at Michael's yesterday, so they're not exactly like these, but they're very full and very pretty in the stem section, so you can find them there. So I love them. They are so pretty, and I'm going to use a little pink one now. And I cut the buds off because it's easier to put them exactly where you want them. You know, they do come on the same stem, but I cut them off, but I do want to always use it near the dahlia that I'm using because it just looks like that's the way they're supposed to grow, and I like for things to look like that. So alright, so this one I'm going to actually put up here in the top, just like that. And then I'm going to put my little bud like that. I'll take another pink one. I'm going to come over here behind my bow and do that. Same thing.
These are really pretty with the pink tips.
They are so pretty. They really are. So I'm just kind of moving my bow out of the way to get these where I want them to be. Can't get the little bud to stay where I want it to go. There we go.
Harvey said the bows are gorgeous and so big. Well, thank you. It's funny because they are big, and we redid the bows because they were even bigger.
They were bigger, yeah, they were. I was like,
well, it's just
ooh, that's the biggest bow I have ever seen in my life. I said, man, we got to redo some of these. So
we made them, and then
I said, I'm not gonna have anywhere to put any flowers with that.
So they're smaller than they were.
Yeah, they are, and they look.
It's a good thing we like big bows, right?
Yeah, we do like our big bows now. We're from the South, so we like our bows big. But okay, I'm gonna use a few of our little straw flowers, and then I'm gonna put some more dahlias because I like dahlias. But these are so pretty, and these actually came from Michael's. I was trying to think, other than the dahlias, I think everything I got is from Michael's. Today. But you can find them a lot of different places. Okay, so I'm going to take my first straw flower and I'm going to put it right in here. Like that. I'm going to do another one on the other side. I just want to place these kind of throughout.
These are really pretty, and the blue just really pops.
It does, don't it? So pretty with yellow.
Suzanne says, asked, have we found any peonies that look real lately?
Peonies. I did see some, but I'm trying to think where I saw them.
We had some pretty ones the other day.
Where did...
I love peonies.
Yes, I'll be thinking, because I saw some. I want to say maybe it was Joanne's, but
I think that's where it was.
I think it was. And that I thought were really, really pretty. So check there. You can check online. And right now they've got, I think the spring stuff is on sale. So it's a good time to stock up.
And I love to stock up on spring sale items because most of them you can use for summer too.
Yeah, you really can.
Might as well get them when you can get them at a good price.
Yep, for sure. I gotta turn it this way to see if I got these where I need them. Okay. I'm probably going to use some more of my fern in places, but right now that's where we're at. I'm going to put one more of my straw flowers. I'm going to come up here under my bow and just have one coming out of there.
The blue flowers, they are from Michael's.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. These and the little filler flowers are, the baby's breath are too. I've got one down there, so I'm going to put one opposite it, just like that. Whoops, sorry, babe.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to put a few more of my beautiful dahlias. I'll put a yellow one up under my bow. So I'm going to move my bow out of the way because you know we always like to put flowers behind our bow. We never want to leave that. Just look how it automatically pushes up our loops just by having something behind the bow. So that's very, very important.
And it's nice to just be able to kind of have it peeking out a little bit.
It is.
And not have that empty space there.
Exactly. And I'm going to put the little bud up here just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put another dahlia, one of my pink ones, right here on the side, just like this.
Charles said that Joanne's has a lot of peonies at 60% off right now.
I was thinking that I had seen that. Thank you, Charles. That is, that's a good deal when you can get it 60% off. I love that. Now this one I'm going to put down here just like that. You see I've got that one just hanging down. Okay, I'm going to put another pink one. I told Amanda, I said, we are going to fill this one up with these gorgeous dahlias because I love these. But you definitely, if you wanted to, you could use, you know, a different flower. You could use something else if you wanted to, instead of using mostly dahlias. But I didn't want to because I think these are so pretty. Okay, I want those two to be even, so I got those.
I feel like we had a lot of tags I'm having to take off.
I know, it's, yeah.
We should have done that
well,
beforehand.
since I know, we really should have, but since we're using stems, of course, you do have a lot. Now, see, here's another incident of a nice stem, and we do not get rid of those. We save those. So, make sure you save your stems. Let me turn it this way to see where else.
Susan, the dahlias they're stems.
Yes, they are individual stems.
So each
from
stem
Sullivan.
has a bud and then a full dahlia.
And then the dahlia, exactly. I'm going to use my yellow one now. I'll put this one over right on the side, in between my two pink ones. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. If any of you all were in the bad weather yesterday, let us know how it was where you were at, and how you fared in it. Because I tell you what, it was something here.
Yeah, but we were fortunate. We did
were.
not have
We really were.
damage.
No, and a lot of people did. Okay. I want that to, I'm taking out my bottom one because I just could not get it exactly. I want it to be a little bit lower, so I'm just taking it out to reposition it. And never be afraid to do that. You know, if you see something, even though we've glued it, we can still get it back out and get it exactly where we want it to be.
Definitely. I do that all the time.
I do it all the time, yes.
I change my mind about things a lot.
I do the same thing.
So don't feel like if you know, once you glue
that
it in,
you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are not. You can reposition, which is definitely what I do. Okay, now, so I'm right here. I'm going to add a couple more because I just feel like I need a couple more of my ferns. So I'm going to put one up here. I gave you two, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I thought I did. And I'm just going to kind of pull this one down a little bit more so that I've got more.
How
right
do you
in there.
have before the glue dries and you cannot reposition? No, we do, and we'll tell you a little trick.
Yes.
If you want, I'll go ahead and let you.
No,
know.
you go ahead.
Well, you got it right there.
Okay. The hair dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a hair dryer up under me, and nobody usually sees this because it is full of glue and looks horrible. But this little blow dryer stays plugged in and stays up under me all the time, so that if I have one that has hardened, all I have to do is blow dry it from the back, and it'll pull right out.
Yeah, you can wiggle it right out.
You can wiggle it right out. And believe me, I do that a lot.
So that's our little tip for you.
That's our little
tip
for the day, yeah.
Don't feel like once you get it in there that you're stuck with it.
No, you can definitely move it around. Just like I'm fixing to move this side one. But I'm going to try to do it without blow drying because it would be too loud. So, there, I got it out. And I'm just going to move it down. Whoops, I just stuck it on my dahlia. Okay, I'm going to move it down just a little bit, just like that. Sometimes you just have to reposition things. There we go. And I'm going to use 2 more right here, I think. Because I like
what?
2 more of my ferns. I like the way that that looks. Having them
kind of layered.
Yeah, I like that look. So I am going to add another one. Yeah, just remember, nothing is, you know, it doesn't have to be permanent just because you've got it glued in. You can always get it back out and re-put it somewhere else. Okay, now I feel better about that. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to add some of my pretty little baby's breath, and I love this. Y'all have seen us use it before, but I love it because it's got the little fern with it, and that's just a good little filler. So I'm gonna put one right here in the center, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing in the bottom. And then I'm going to do it on both sides too. I've got a little bit of an extra one that I could cut some of it off if you need.
I think I'm a little bit behind.
Are you behind me? I'm going to cut this one in two.
I'm going to go a little bit slower over here.
Yeah, well, you have a reason to. That is perfectly okay. And I'm going to just move my tails out of the way. And have this
blue is so pretty.
It is pretty.
Do y'all ever use steel picks? We don't.
No, never have. Never. We've been doing
well, when
this.
you worked at a florist, you did. But.
Yeah, way back, closer to. I'm not even gonna say that. Too far back. Too far back to remember. I did use a steel pick machine and use the steel picks, but we've never had a reason to. I mean, you see, we put them through. We don't have to struggle that hard with them. I just never had a reason to. I know some people do, and that's great. You know, we just don't.
I'm like a minimalist when it comes to extra things. Like the
I don't need
least
nothing.
I can get away with and the least expense, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's kind of, you know. And I mean, it's just from the beginning, you know, I never did. Most of the time the stems are strong enough. You know, the reason to put a pick on it is to make your stem stronger. You know, you're doing it with a real flower because those stems are not going to be strong enough to push through some things. But you know, these are strong enough. So I don't see a need to. But I know that a lot of people use them, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. It's really just a personal preference.
It's just a personal preference, yeah. So, if you use one, that is great.
Like these little ferns, they do have a thin stem, but they're still...
Yeah, they're still enough to get through. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty. I love it because it's starting to look like a little garden, so I'm going to just put some
more.
We've
been into gardens lately, haven't we?
I'm telling you, it's because I'm into spring, and I love it when the flowers start.
We've been wanting to make everything like a little flower garden.
Yes, I love it. But the only thing, and I know we need it, so I'm not complaining, but the pollen is everywhere. It is just everywhere. Now I'm literally just going to sprinkle these around anywhere.
Where are you sprinkling?
I put the little straw flowers. I put one right here, and I'm going to put one. I think I'm even going to put one up here in the very tip top.
Angel, we use clear hot glue.
Yeah.
So do we use brown or green hot glue?
No, it's just clear.
It's clear.
It's just clear. And
clear glue pellets is what
yeah,
we use.
well, we use glue pellets, exactly. I'm going to put both of those. I put 2 up there in the top. Just to have them, let me see, I may not leave them there though. I got to look to see. Yeah, they're okay. Uh-oh, little guy's trying to come out, so let me glue him better.
This would be cute too if you had a little bunny. You could pop in it.
Yeah, you really could.
And then you could take it out for spring if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
and just use it all spring. That'd be
Yeah,
cute.
it really would, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got one more. Where do I want to put this one? I think I'll just put it over here to the side. Just right in there. There we go. Now I've got a couple of my little buds. So these, I'm just going to kind of place around. So it's going to have some little buds coming out.
Are you gonna use these last dahlias?
I
think you have one of my yellow ones over there.
Do I have one of your yellow
so.
ones? Did I steal one?
I think you did, because I only have 2 pink left.
Uh-oh. So you need a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If we're gonna use them.
I mean, we may. I was gonna add the boxwood next that we've got, just to see what we need. Where I can't get that one. Don't want to lay like I want it. I want it to.
What'd you say? The boxwood is next.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some boxwood, and these are actually from the holiday.
Yes,
section.
they are, but they are so.
But you can't even tell they're holiday.
Mm-mm.
It's just boxwood.
And they're just boxwood, and they are just so pretty.
So these were left over. So that's why I say stock up on all that kind
Stock
of
up,
stuff.
because you can still use these.
You never know.
And I think they're pretty, so we're going to use them. And I am literally just going to place these anywhere that I see needs something.
And these are good because this greenery is good because it just adds another element.
Just a whole nother element.
And it makes it look natural because we're that's what we like to go for a lot of time is that natural look.
We want it to look, we want it to mimic as much as you can the way that they would kind of grow. And if you're looking in a garden, you're going to see a bunch of different things, and so we love the dimension that greenery adds. And I am literally just putting it all throughout. And this boxwood actually came from Walmart. Yes, I was very happy when I saw this. It is a beautiful greenery. The one complaint that I have about it is that it is not, you cannot push everything to the top like I like to do, but that's okay because they do have plenty of the greenery at the top of the stem, so it's okay. we're just going around and just adding this all around. I'm even going to put some over here behind my bow so that that will peek out around my bow like that. What did I do with my little yellow flowers? Did I give them?
You took them away, I think.
Well, what did I do?
I think you decided not to use them.
Well, apparently I thought wrong because I need them. Oh, here they are. Here they are. I didn't put them far. I think I want these to go in here too. These are pretty. And these you should be able to pull up to the top, but you have to be careful or everything will come off. Because I have done that so many times.
Yeah, Annie, I think you could use this as a baby shower decoration. Anything like that, really.
Yes, anything like that
would work.
Pretty.
Where did you put that one?
I put it right here, over to the side, the little flowery one. Yeah. And now the little mum one,
not too long.
I'm going to put over here, just right below it, in that spot, like that. See, I got it just right in there.
And these are also, I don't know if you mentioned it, these are also from Michael's.
No, I didn't, but yes, they are. So that's pretty good when just about everything comes from one place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There we go. This side and put one of my little yellow flowers. And this one I'm gonna put at the top, right in here, kind of in between my two straw flowers. Just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
And really, this is just filler. That's
It's
what
just
we're doing.
filler, yes. We're
up.
just filling up anywhere. With this design, I don't mind seeing a little bit of the grapevine peeking through. That's perfectly fine. I don't want a really large area to, to show, but a little bit is okay. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of filling it up so that I don't have any large areas showing. And now this would be an excellent design that you could add, got a little tag in there. You could add a little birdhouse, or a little bird nest.
Yeah, you could add a birdhouse too. If
you could add a birdhouse. Yeah, you could put a birdhouse in here, but you could add a cute little nest or anything like that, and it would be really cute in here. All right, I'm gonna put another one of my flowers right here on the outside, just a little bit, because I just need something in between those two. And we do have more grass we could add if we need it. I just didn't want to add a lot of that. I don't want it to get too wispy. And
I feel like I need at least one more of those dahlias.
Yeah,
here.
you can. Yeah, which one? Which color?
Maybe yellow.
Yellow. There you go. Yeah, because you said I did gyp you out of that, didn't I? So there you go.
Yeah, I've got plenty of the pink over there.
I'm going to put this right here. This is actually a good design too, that if you wanted to add a second bow, you could always put another bow down here. There's a lot that you could do with this if you wanted to. Let me see if I want to. Yep, I'm going to add another.
I just love dahlias. So
I do too. I love these. You can't go wrong with a bunch of dahlias now.
I'll add a few extra.
Especially when they look this real.
A lot of glue going on here. I got a little glue.
Yep. Okay, this one I'm going to
I got a little crazy with the glue today, I think.
Sometimes you just get crazy with the glue. Okay. I'll put this little bud up here. Oops, took my little straw flower off. There. Well, these things want to come off easy.
Which ones?
The little straw flowers. I keep pulling the heads off of them.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Glue them on.
Yeah.
If you have any of your little heads of your flowers pop off, just stick a little glue.
Stick a little glue.
A little dab of glue.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's raining.
Oh, I hear that.
Probably can hear
gracious. Yeah.
We have a tin roof, so
yeah.
a metal roof.
Metal roof, so you can hear it.
Sounds like it's coming down too.
It does.
All of a sudden.
And all I'm doing right now is just making sure I've got things where I want them. This would be cute with some little butterflies and things, some little yellow butterflies. I think I want to add one more of my grasses.
I'm gonna add.
What you adding?
Well, I add another dahlia because I'm changing the center of my wreath.
You are. You're changing the center of your wreath.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm putting another grass right here on the side. So I felt like it needed that.
Oh yeah, I thought he said she'd put a cot out here so she could take a nap when it rains. That's a good idea.
Hey, that would be, yeah.
Because it's so
Because
nice.
I could definitely sleep with that. Yeah. For sure. I love that sound. I'm just kind of filling in with some of my boxwood in places. And always make sure to go up under your bow, under your tails, and just, you know, fill in under there so that if your tails start, you know, waving in the wind or anything, you're covered. You've got something pretty up under it.
I could use more of the grass. Did you use any more of the grass?
I did.
Oh.
I used another one here in the middle.
In the middle?
I mean right here on the side, coming towards the middle. Like that. And I think I'm going to use one on the other side too. So I do like this grass. That one does not want to push up. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, some of these are.
They're hard, aren't
hard
they?
to push.
Yep, they are. Okay. More of my boxwood. Still got some of my other little flowers in case I want to put any of those in.
Which ones?
My little yellow. Did you use all yours?
Yeah, I did. I don't know how.
I don't know either. I haven't used all mine, but I think I am going to use the... I've only got 2 little pieces left. So... I think I'm going to use those now. And I've got 2 more dahlias I could use. So I may use those. I had gotten them out to use all of those, and then I never know how many. It's always better to have a little extra of stuff, because sometimes, you know, you can always use your items for a different design later on, and it's just better to have a little extra so that if you need it, you got it. And you don't have to try to figure out, well, what am I going to do now? Because I don't have quite enough of something. I think I am going to use my dahlias. I think I want one of the little pink ones over here.
This is fun, and I mean, like I said earlier, you could transition this wreath. You could put a little bunny in it for Easter, or a birdhouse in it, or you could add some orange dahlias, and then it would be really summery.
Oh, wouldn't that be pretty? Yeah.
Pretty.
You could do different with the bow. You could, you know, there's just so much you could do with this. Heck, you could change the color scheme altogether if you wanted to. And
of course, yellow is the color.
It is the color this year for sure.
Which I'm glad, because I love yellow.
I do too, and it's so funny to me because last year I always decorate my porch, because I have a old, you know, farmhouse looking kind of porch, and so I always like to decorate it. Well, last year I used blue and yellow because that's one of my favorite combinations, and could not hardly find yellow pillows for like my swing and my furniture, my rockers and all. Could not find yellow pillows. I think I found like two somewhere, and I mean, this year they're in every store. All you could see is yellow pillows. So it's so funny how from one year to another they change.
Yeah, well, it seems like when you're looking for something, you can't find it.
Yeah, you never can find it.
When you don't need it, you find it.
That's
like
exactly the truth. That is exactly the way it is. I'm using one more piece of my boxwood, right?
Just the way it is.
Oops, I just took that head off of that one.
Mine aren't coming off.
I don't know. I'm too heavy-handed. Yeah, but you're not as heavy-handed on stuff as I am. I just kind of pull on them a little too hard. There we go.
Oh yeah, little bluebirds. That's a great idea.
Oh, we got a
Let's
bluebird.
See who said that.
Yes.
Dixie, look. You are just...
Yes, give me one of them. Don't you hog those bluebirds. Yep, that is perfect.
What a great idea.
I'm going to...
Aren't you glad it just keeps some little bluebirds
Yes,
handy?
you just happen to have some cute little bluebirds handy.
Let's see.
Yeah, where do I want to put him though? I don't...
I actually think I'm going to put him on a stem.
Have I got another one? Is there another one by any chance?
I do have one more, I think. Yeah, he's on a stem.
Yes. Okay, because I think, yep, this is perfect. This
got
is
another one too. Did you need two?
No, I've already got one, but I
you're
want
using
them.
two?
Yep, I'm using two because I want them looking at each other. So I'm going to put this one up here in the top, and he's just kind of hanging out, looking at his little friend that's hanging out on the bottom.
This one's missing a beak, so I'll have to go back and fix that later.
Yeah, well, stick him in there now, and then, yeah. Let's see. Now I want to arrange him.
It's like they're kind of hidden in here.
Yeah, I am too heavy-handed today. I don't know what in the world. I keep pulling stuff off. I tell you, that lack of sleep will do that to you. It makes you crazy.
I'm not one that does well without sleep,
No,
and she's not either.
I am not either. Nope, she gets that.
Like, I have to have my 8 hours. So let us know in the comments if you're like that. Do you need your 8 hours of sleep, or can you get by with 2 or 3 hours? My husband, he can get by with 2 or 3 hours.
Oh yeah, my husband can too. Yes,
it doesn't bother him one bit. But
just and I can't. I'm telling you.
Not me. I need my sleep.
Yeah. And that was Dixie that said that about the
it
birds.
was Dixie.
Well, Dixie, if that was you, thank you, because that is just what we needed.
The perfect touch.
Yep. They are looking at each other. So cute. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way just to make sure I've got everything just like I want it. And I believe I do. What about you?
Yeah, just about. I'm just messing.
My bow tails.
I think these have turned out.
They are cute. They are
natural and kind of like a garden.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dewey said I have to have 8 hours.
Yes.
Stephanie says she needs about 6 hours.
I have to at least have 6 or 7. Now I don't necessarily have to have 8, but I do.
I need 8.
Yeah.
I can handle 7. But when we get below 7,
yeah, it's not too pretty.
And I'm not getting it right now because of, pregnancy. And I'm not going to get it for a while
because of baby.
And my kids had finally gotten big enough so they slept.
I know it. I know. That's just how it happens, isn't it? But at least they will be able to be big enough to help with him.
Yes, true.
So I may play with this a little more, and who knows what it'll have in it by the time I finish, but I think I'm calling it finished. I think so. But like I said, I do tend to go back and add, but
yeah,
there we go. Yep. Oops.
Pretty.
Yep, I love these colors.
Heather says she can go 4 hours, but not too many days in a row.
4 hours? Bless your heart. I wished I could do that. I can. No, you don't. I would not be. I mean, sometimes I don't make sense anyway, but I certainly would not be making any sense if I had 4 hours of sleep, which I think that's part of the problem today because
Probably only had 4 hours
I
of sleep.
probably did, if that, because I have a little dog who apparently, I'm convinced he heard the tornado that went right over us last night because he doesn't like storms anyway, but I was telling one of the members of our Design with the Pros Club, she happens to live in our area, and we were discussing this morning, and I said, it's funny because he's already a nervous wreck, but about the time that we heard on the news, that one was fixing to come, that was headed that way, he went berserk. We couldn't hear anything, but I'm convinced he could hear it.
Dogs
he
can
went
hear.
Crazy. So we knew.
I
knew that something was happening.
Probably can sense it too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now I had I've got cats too, and my cats, they just laid around like nothing was going on.
Yeah.
So I guess they knew that it was going to be okay, but he was crazy.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Well, this is fun, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this one.
Yeah, and by using two different kinds of greenery, like we've got the fern, but then we've also got something that's a little compact, like the boxwood. That kind of just adds that extra touch to something. So you wouldn't want to use like another kind of fern. Like I would not use this. I think they call that just the Boston fern. So I wouldn't use this and then maybe put like a lot of maidenhair fern in with it. I would use something different. So keep that in mind when you're making your wreaths, that you want to use a couple of different kinds. But there we go. There we go. And again, I love these dahlias. I'm crazy over them. They're so pretty.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining us for Flower Friday.
Right.
These have been fun.
They
I'm
have.
excited to hang these on our door.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what they look like because I think they're going to be really pretty.
I think they are too.
So, if you are new to us, welcome. We're so glad to have you join us.
We are.
We are live every Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time for Flower Friday Live, so y'all be sure to join us next week.
Yes, make sure to do that. We always do something fun. We never know what it's going to be right now, but it'll be something fun.
It'll be fun. We're going to have fun.
It'll be
We'll
fun
guarantee
because
that.
we enjoy this. This is our favorite day of the week.
That's right.
So we enjoy our Flower Fridays.
And so if you're watching us on Facebook, y'all be sure to follow our Facebook page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just click the bell and click the subscribe button so you get notified when we do go live.
That's right. And you can see all kinds of free tutorials on making our different kinds of wreaths, just all kinds of things. We've even got recipes, we've got how to make gnomes, we've got all kinds of things on our blog at www.gracemonroehome.com. So go there and take a look at all the stuff we've got going on.
That's right. And we thank y'all so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.